So friends, today I'm explaining the movie After Ever Happy. If you have not seen the After series part of this movie yet, then go and watch it first, so that you can understand this movie easily. I have given the link in the description. Welcome to our channel Maxi Blunt. Now let's start the explanation. We see the previous part Hardin knew about his father. Actually from Vance he was disturbed. Because of this Tessa gives him support. Hardin come back in the wedding. He talked to his mother there, and told her I know everything. His mother says that, if I can go back and fix everything. She never let it happen, she was sorry for whatever she did, she wanted to tell him everything before. Hardin leaves and Tessa starts talking to Kimberly. Kimberly was also heartbroken, because she just found out that Vance is still having an affair with Hardin's mother. Hardin starts drinking, and Vance comes to him. Vance explains to him that your mother, father, and me were friends. I loved your mother so much. I couldn't give her a good future. And that's why your mother married Ken. When Ken went away to study, the relationship between us grew. When he came back, your mother announced that he is pregnant. She wanted to live with Ken. That's why I couldn't do anything. Hardin says that my whole life you are lying to me. If you had told me before, my whole life would have been different. Ken was an alcoholic. And just like that, Hardin had to live his whole life with his alcoholic father. He feels very bad about this, because he could have left this situation any time. If Vance had told him everything. Hardin left from there and Tessa followed him. Hardin was sitting outside his mother's house. He remembers his childhood, how Kane was always drunk. Hardin's mother always told Vance all his progress. Kane also came home in anger and used to violence at home. After this, Tessa comes to Hardin. Hardin says, drink with me. Tessa tells him that we should go back to the hotel. Hardin didn't agree to this. He went to the door, and the door was unlocked. He goes inside and takes out a liquor bottle, and started to tease the whole house. He wanted to burn this house. He had all the trauma in this house. Tessa tries to explain to him that all this is wrong, but Hardin didn't listen to him. In the next moment, just Vance comes there and stops him. He says that you will ruin your life by doing all this. Your mother got hurt, but this won't reduce your pain. Hardin set fire and police were coming there. Because of the fire, Vance says that, I will handle everyone, you both get out of here quickly. Tessa drives and takes him far away. In the morning, Hardin asks Tessa what happened. Tessa says that Vance will tell the police that he set fire. He has a lawyer, so it won't matter. Hardin and Tessa had already planned that. They are both going to Seattle. Now whatever happened, Hardin tells Tessa that I should stay here. Tessa asks, why are you saying this? Hardin says that I always drag you into my problems. This is not right. He has to face his issues himself. Tessa says I love you to him. Tessa stays close to Hardin, and then the both get intimate. After this, they both came back to the hotel. Hardin tells her to go to Kimberly. I will be there in a while. Tessa was telling Kimberly that Hardin is going away from her. I always try to save her, but I get hurt. In this, Hardin sent an envelope to her room. Now he was going back to London, and doesn't want to take Tessa with him. Hardin meets his old friend. He was in the mood to party, and he invites everyone to come to Hardin's house. In parallel, Tessa says to Kimberly that, I will go to Hardin and bring him. She calls Hardin. Hardin's friend pick up the phone. There was a party going on there. Tessa asks him the address of the party, and she left to go. Hardin's friend doesn't know Tessa, so he welcomes her. Tessa looks inside, and she sees that someone girl else was flirting with Hardin. After seeing this, she got very angry and said that, you have only one chance. Come with me now, or else everything will be over. Hardin was not listening to her. Hardin's friend tells Tessa that you are single now, and started to sleep with him. Hardin gets angry on this. He goes out with Tessa. He asks her what you wants. Tessa says that I want to work on our relationship. Hardin says that this relationship is not right. I always hurt you, and you never give up on this relationship. Tessa gets angry on this and leaves. After returning home, the moments she spent with Hardin, the memories she had with him when she went inside. Her father was lying there. He relapsed again. He died due to drink overdose. Tessa was very disturbed. Because of this, Landon tries to contact Hardin, but Hardin was not answering his call. Later, Hardin's friend answered his call. Hardin asks him why he is calling again and again. If I wanted to talk to you, I would have called you. Landon said that. If you don't want to talk, do not do it. Anyway, Tessa is good without you. Hardin asks what happened to Tessa. Landon tells her everything. Hardin says that I want to talk to you right now. Give her the phone. Landon gave Tessa the phone. But Tessa didn't want to talk to Hardin. Tessa still remembers Hardin a lot. Hardin immediately came to her. Hardin comes to her bedroom. But Tessa didn't want to talk to her. She wasn't even letting him touch her. After seeing all this, Landon tells Hardin to stay away from her, or else I will call the police. They started fighting. Then Tessa went down. She was sitting in the greenhouse. Hardin brings a blanket for her. Tessa tells her that she is not angry with her. She just wanted to be calm. Hardin hugged her and sat with her. Next day, Tessa's mother came to meet Hardin. She tells Hardin that her husband loved her a lot. He would come to meet us, and then disappear. He never came back once again. Hardin says that I am not like him. I will always love Tessa. Tessa's mother tells him that if you really love him, then go away from his life. Love is not everything. You should give him time to find a good partner for his life. Hardin does not believe this and comes to Tessa. Hardin tells him that your father was happy in his last days. Tessa also liked that she had a place to live. Hardin apologized to her. Hardin realized after Tessa's father's death that she has to live with Tessa. She always has to support him. He says that no matter how much problems we face in our relationship, we will survive. Tessa says that I don't want our relationship to survive. You want to live in it. We always fight. And in this our relationship can't work properly. After this, Tessa's father's funeral was well. Hardin pays for it. But he doesn't want Tessa to know about it. He talks to Landon about it. Tessa goes to the funeral and says that my father had a lot of demons, but he was fighting with them. But he loved us very much. After the funeral, Hardin tells Tessa how much she loves her. Tessa goes inside again. The next day, Tessa was going to Seattle to test her pregnancy. Hardin says that I want to come with you. Tessa refuses to talk to him. She said that I don't want anything from you. Tessa talked to Kimberly at night. She said that I want to start her life again, that's why. I want to go away. I wanted to continue her education in New York. Kimberly told her that you were sad. But because of this sadness, you can't take her life's decision. Hardin comes to Kane to talk about what he found out about his mother and Vance. Ken knew about his wife and Vance's affair. That's why he felt bad. He could understand his feelings. And that's why he went away here. Ken confirms that Hardin is not his son. Ken said that no matter what, but I loved you like my own son. I made some big mistakes to raise you, but he was very sorry for that. Hardin hugs him. After this, Tessa goes to the doctor. Doctor said to her, you can't become a mother. Even if you are pregnant, the chances of survival of the baby is very less. After knowing this, she feel very bad, then go getting drunk. And then he got a call from Hardin. She doesn't talk to him properly and cuts the call. Hardin comes to him directly. Tessa was very drunk. He picks up and puts her to sleep on the bed. Tessa said that I always have to sleep. When I wake up, my life becomes very complicated. Hardin says that everything will be fine. Tessa needed Hardin a lot today, so she asked him to sleep with me. Next morning, Hardin asked her why she was disturbed. Tessa said that I went to the doctor. Hardin said that if you are pregnant, then having kids with you is not wrong. If you are not pregnant, then after completing your graduation, we can think about the kids. Tessa said that I can never become a mother. Hardin feels very bad because of this. Tessa said that you didn't like kids. Hardin says that we had an option. Now this option is gone. And that's why he was feeling bad. Tessa says that whatever lost, I lost. If you want to have a child with someone else, then you can do it. Hardin tries to explain that I only want you. Other girl don't matter to him. Tessa says that you were with some other girl in the party in London. Hardin said that nothing happened between us. He tried to kiss me and I vomiting other way. Tessa laughs a lot because of this. Landon was going to New York, so everyone had lunch together before he left. Landon also had a girlfriend, and she was also from New York. Her name was Nora. Tessa talked to Hardin at night. She said that we should stay away from each other for a while. We fight a lot in our relationship, and we are intimate to make up our relationship. Hardin says that all this is normal. Tessa says that doing this is not healthy. Hardin says that I have to work on my own. He wanted to be a good person. Tessa tells him that I am shifting. Hardin thinks that she is going to Seattle, but she tells him that I'm going to New York with Landon. He gets very angry on this. He tells Landon that I had considered you as my friend, and you are doing this with me. Tessa is going to New York with you. You should have known this. Landon says that you always ruin your life, and whatever you have done I have to clear it. After this, Hardin came to Tessa. Hardin says that I am nothing without you. Tessa says that if we stay in this relationship, we will be ruined. Hardin felt very bad and left from there. After this, he go to the support group for therapy. Tessa had decided to do part-time job while doing education. She was working as a waitress in a hotel. Now Hardin was writing about Hardin and Tessa's love story. The waiter Tessa liked in the previous movie. His name Robert live in New York. One day, Landon and his girlfriend Tessa and Robert have lunch together. Hardin saw his photos on Instagram. Hardin had quit his alcohol habit and was coming to New York for work. Landon and Tessa were roommates, and he told Hardin that he can live with him. I talked to Tessa about this. Tessa said that I will take a late shift to her work, so that I don't have to talk much with Hardin. After coming there, Hardin go to Tessa's restaurant for dinner. Hardin asked her when her job ends. My job is done by 2 a.m. At night. Hardin waits for her outside for that long time. Hardin asked her what you doing in New York. Is Vans going to open a new location here? Tessa said no. I wanted to continue her education here. That's why I was doing a part-time job. Suddenly a homeless man comes in front of her. Tessa tells him that he will not do anything. I give food to the homeless man. She tells Hardin that my father was living like this in the last few days. I likes to give food to that man. Then Hardin was watching A Nightmare at Night. Tessa slept with Hardin and support him. The next day, when Tessa's job is over, Hardin was not seen anywhere. He was a little late, and comes to him in 2 seconds. Today Hardin has brought a towel for that homeless man. After this, they both come home and cooking. Tessa came closer to him, but Hardin stopped her. He said that you didn't want to be in a relationship with me. Now when you feel that we are ready, after that we will be intimate again. Next morning we see that Nora was with Landon. Their relationship was going well. Next day when Tessa comes back home from her work, she was very tired. Hardin presses her feet and starts massaging her, and then both get intimate. After morning, Hardin says, "Last night you gave me permission. Now we are officially in a relationship." Tessa also likes this. He wanted to stay with her in the morning, but he had a therapy session, so he left. Whatever he was writing about his relationship, his book was left behind. Tessa gets it when she gets home. Whatever was written in it, she started reading it. When Tessa told her that she can't have kids, Hardin felt bad. This is all written in it. Tessa's father's issues were also mentioned here. Hardin asks her, "What are you doing?" Hardin says that whatever is written in it, you are taking out the wrong meaning. Tessa says that all those things are private to me. You can't tell the public in this way. Hardin says that the name of the book is After. Whatever happened in my life after meeting you is written in it. We have faced a lot of problems in our lives. I want to give hope to everyone from our story, no matter how many problems come. But still we should not give up on our relationship. Tessa says that there is no relationship between us anymore. She gets angry and goes out. Hardin's intention was good to publish the book. That's why he meets the publisher. He was living healthy these days. He was taking therapy, so that he doesn't get angry again, and doesn't start drinking again. He wanted to be a better version of himself. Finally his book is published. He showed this book to his mother. His mother says sorry to him. "I didn't know what to do. I did everything to protect you." Hardin forgives his mother. One day Tessa was passing by. She saw Hardin's book sign. Today she was on a date with Robert. They were about to cook, and everything was over at home. They then order food from outside, and spend a good time with each other. Robert tells her to go somewhere tonight. Tessa tells her that tonight is an important work. She will go to do that. Hardin was signing his book there, and she came to see him. Hardin notices him from a distance, but she leaves there. Now we will continue their story in the next part. These movies always end on a cliffhanger, but I know from the book that they both live together, and they have 2 children. Maybe we will get to see all this in the next movie. So we will meet again with an explanation. If you like this video, please like and comment. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel.